Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching from. My name is Emmanuel Isaac. I'm an entrepreneur, a founder of Impact for Life, a platform where we talk about insightful information of how change begins with the mind. Today we're sharing and talking about becoming comes at a cost. To become that person, to get to that place you really desire to be, or to achieve something you earnestly long for, is clearly going to come with a cost, and it's not cheap. And this is one of the unspoken truths in seminars, in business circle, or in classroom. To become doesn't come cheap. It comes with a price. And that is what we would want to talk about today. Let me start using a simple illustration. Imagine a well-refined finished product. The manufacturer obviously started this product from the drawing table, goes through rigorous processes, tests, rejections, failures, as you can imagine, and eventually manufacture, transform this material to a fine finished product, satisfy, certify it, and eventually approve it for end user into the hands of you and me. Because the product is well designed, you buy it, I buy it. And in this context, you are the manufacturer. I am the manufacturer, and it's going to obviously cost the manufacturer to produce that product. Are you ready to invest the time and effort required in the product you want to see in that mirror tomorrow? I love what Oprah Winfrey said. She said, excellence is the greatest deterrent to racism and sexism. How powerful is that? It simply means your work or living your life with undeniable skill, high quality, and integrity is the most powerful way you can break prejudice, silence doubt, and force people to judge you for who you are, your true merit, rather than based on stereotype. Put it this way, everyone wants excellence, but very few are prepared and willing to pay the price. The price of becoming is excellence, is hard work, is discipline, is sacrifice, and persistency. So I don't know which area of your life you want to be a leader in your chosen field, or perhaps learn a new discipline. Change your course to your true desired purpose. Understand it's going to come with a cost. You may ask, what is it going to cost me? It will cost you time. It will cost you your energy. It will cost you your comfort, even relationship, or anything that may keep you from growing and needs to give way for you to get to the other side. Understand this. Simply put, growth, success, becoming doesn't come pleasant or doesn't come cheap. If you ask a mother who has given birth to a child, her experiences in that labor ward will clearly tell you that bringing to life comes with a price. Becoming comes with a cost. Otherwise, you may well agree that we can all dream. Obviously, dream doesn't come with a cost. There's none attached to it. Dream may inspire you, inspire me, but your dream or my dream, vision to become, will not really take you there without applying consistency, devotion, and unwavering action. There is no price attached to dreams, my friend. There is no price attached to vision. That's why they can inspire us, they can motivate us for the real hope of what is possible. However, we can turn that dream and vision into reality. Yes, simply by understanding that it comes with a cost and being prepared, getting our mind to accept this untold truth that consistency is required, devotion, unwavering, decisive actions are required. That it demands discipline when motivation fades, perseverance when challenges arises, and at the same time, courage to keep going forward despite the setback. Your dream, my dream, vision to become that person we desire to see in the mirror. However, is our daily action that brings vision to life. As you know, success is not built on wishful thinking. It's built on commitment, perseverance, persistency, and willingness to pay the price that is required. And that price is excellence. To become that person you like to see in the mirror. Yes, you heard me right. Becoming is just like dreaming. But when we have the prepared mindset to pay the price, to put in the smart and hard work, to discipline ourselves consistently, this will make our dreams become a reality. We're talking about becoming comes with a cost. To become, you would require to rethink, to accept and prepare your mind to this untold truth. Then your big growth, your becoming has started. Understand that you cannot skip this class, you cannot pass this phase of growth or of becoming. I love the Bible quotes by Jesus Christ. He said, unless the corn of wheat dies or falls to the ground, it remaineth alone. Why? Because until it dies, it will not produce much grain or much harvest. In other words, only after you plant a seed can it begin to grow. So every intention, now action you take produces a productive reaction. Every disciplined step you take moves you closer to your destiny, to your becoming. Your consistent effort definitely creates momentum. And what do you get from momentum? It builds progress, and progress in return eventually leads to success. Understand that your future is not shaped. My future is not shaped from just dreaming and wishing, but they are shaped when we are prepared to put in the consistent effort required repeatedly and over time. So I encourage you to dream. However, act upon them consistently and let your action create that result, your vision, desire. Remember, becoming obviously is a journey. So that's good news. That's the hope that we can all start afresh. It's not a destination. It's a lifelong learning classroom of transformation, because every challenge you face today makes you an overcomer tomorrow. Okay? And every lesson you learn today and embrace it shaping you for that person you want to become. So there is room for all to grow. Understand that this is your journey, is your purpose, is your destination, is your destiny. So as you continue to grow, understand that your circle of friends will reduce. Yes, they become smaller, and it's part of your growth. Don't be surprised. Just understand, as well as an eagle soar high above the storm and always alone, hardly with any other birds. Those who want to become, who pursue greatness, often find themselves walking alone on a different path. Eagles don't seek approval, so why should you anyway? They just rise above it. Likewise, as you develop, discipline your character, your vision, this will begin to separate you from ordinary circle, the ordinary people. Understand that. And it's part of your growth. Don't be afraid. It's often a sign that you're growing, getting closer to your purpose. Just keep going, keep moving, keep soaring high. And as you do, gradually become, and you rise above the crowd. The question that may be pondering in your mind now is this: why is it relevant? Why do I have to become? I'm okay where I am. Well, to every action, there is reaction. Every force that is left alone remain in perpetual state that it is only until an external force is applied. What does that mean? For you to become, understand, it's because of your purpose. Your purpose, once you start identifying your purpose, you start simplifying your relationship. Why? Because purpose is practice. And secondly, because of your vision. Once you have a clear vision like an eagle, it eliminates unnecessary companies. Because why? Vision is visible. You live it daily. And thirdly, your future is created by that daily habit. Understand this. It all starts with the mind. It all starts with the mind. I love that Bible quote that says, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you are able to accept or acknowledge the perfect will of God." It simply means the moment our mindset start accepting this untold truth, you start experiencing changes. You start becoming. Remember, the world does not only reward talents. No, it rewards combination of talents and discipline that we've been talking about. With daily discipline, you can achieve your desired goal. Talent is great, yes, because it's a gift, but talent without discipline becomes a choice, becomes difficult. And discipline on its own is a choice. Every day, countless of talented people go unnoticed. Why? Because they fail to develop, discipline their talent to become notable, recognized, and outstanding. That is why discipline helps you to become quickly, to overcome the impossible. Talent will give you potential. Great. But discipline determines your destiny. Understand this. The person who cannot control his spending appetite cannot become financially stable or free. Why? Because one has to give way for the other. Becoming requires effort. Equally, the person who cannot control their habit will never become physically strong. Why? Becoming requires effort. Becoming is costly. And lastly, on that note, the person that cannot control their emotions is going to struggle when faced with life's challenge. Becoming requires effort. To become, first you must fight to master yourself, your environment. You must be willing and determined to become by taking sole responsibility. No one can do it for you. And it all starts from your mind, how you think. Behind every successful person you can think about, they've fought battles in their quiet and private moment. They've built on their character, shaping their tools given to them by life. Nobody observed or noticed it. However, you see the image of their greatness. Everyone can talk about becoming great. Anyone can talk about success and greatness because words are cheap. However, they cost nothing. What separates the few from those at the top, the few at the top and those in the valley, is discipline. The more you can embrace discipline, you are becoming who that person you really desire to be. Understand this. We are blessed, humanly speaking, because we have the ability to start and begin all over again. You heard me right. We can change direction. We can learn new skills. Our past does not necessarily need to define our future. Okay? As you know, in nature, every living creature has limits. The fish they are limited to the sea or the river. They can't come and live in land. The birds are limited to the air. They can't inhabit in houses, in other environments. But for humans, crying out loud, nothing can stop us. That is the power of choice that you and I have. That is the extraordinary ability that we have to adapt in every situation. Through intelligence, creative and perseverance and innovation, we can become. For those who believe in the Creator, has endowed us with the ability to have dominion, to become. So what is stopping? No matter where you are today, understand this. You can choose a new direction. The power to transform your life begins with the choices you make, the action you take, and the purpose you pursue. Reflect on that. Becoming all that from inside out. And no one can take that responsibility for you. So what do you have to do? What do I have to do? Decide who you want to become. Then take the first step. How? Simply identify the area you will love to truly succeed. This could include personal growth, your business growth, your professional growth, your spiritual or emotional growth, or perhaps your financial growth. Focus on that area and take one decisive step. I would recommend you join the right group, business networking, like-minded thinking people. Find the right mentor. Enroll in an online course, relevant books, attend relevant seminars, and surround yourself with those who are already where you aspire to be. Understand that who is the person you spend the most time with, is a question that will help you to become. Who is the most person you spend time with? Do you know the answer to that question? It's yourself. It's myself. You are your greatest influence. The conversations you have with yourself, the thoughts you entertain, the habits you practice, and the decisions that you make will determine the person you become, because you spend the most time with yourself. Any lasting transformation begins from within. No one can change you or change your life. Others may inspire, teach, or encourage or guide you, but you are the only one that can make the decision to grow. Change starts from within. Your future is not determined by your circumstance. Remember this. It's only determined by your mindset. As we conclude now, decide today. Take one action today. Keep moving towards that decision, that step, that action. Every great transformation you can ever imagine or think started with a single decision followed by consistent action. My name is Emmanuel Isaac, and I hope this inspires you. I hope this encourages you to become that person you love to see in the mirror tomorrow. God bless you.